here's Brody Brazil.
Gives you a little bit more information here in this document about street walls and the public realm, just kind of design stuff. And there's a ton more information in this 110-page document, which, again, I encourage you to go read for yourself. But I really like what they've come up here with samples of operable facades. So, everybody's seen a restaurant where the doors are windows and they just kind of open up to everybody and there's no like literal front door. Using planners to softly define spaces, blurring indoor environments with the outdoors. So kind of like an indoor/outdoor, bar, restaurant, patio area. And how about this one? Creatively using porosity, like something porous, to engage the streetscape. So you're kind of inside, but you're kind of outside right there at that restaurant. It's interesting. It's very creative. It's also got here the detail of these buildings, the frontages. So some buildings can have more of a frontage, and then they get set back a little bit for the residential area above. Market Street is the anticipated primary retail corridor within the neighborhood and will serve as a destination shopping and dining experience, catering to both visitors as well as locals. As one of the main entry corridors into the site, the streetscape is defined by a consistent and vibrant street wall, which frames the iconic view of the crane. We talked about that before. By the waterfront, and becomes a defining feature of the district. So it's very important to them that they keep that viewing area open so that down Market Street, you see how it ends with a crane. Very cool design. There's a look at Market Street right there with that big gold elephant. And that's Stomper Plaza right there. So now you're putting all of this together for the first time. You're seeing that here's how it looks. Here's how the entrance to the stadium would look like. This is Stomper Plaza, and then Athletics Way is over there, and then Howard Terminal's over there. I keep almost saying the Coliseum is over there. I'm going to have to train that out of my muscle memory in the brain. District gateways. These are kind of the entry points into the site. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can easily see those. Later, there's a bit of a description of the overpasses and the grade separations that they'll want to do. Facade articulation. Now, this is such a deep and detailed, thing to lay out here already. I mean, we're not even at the architectural point yet, or at least publicly that's not been released, but they can already tell you what they want these buildings to look like. A lot of squares, a lot of natural surfaces here, human-scaled facade expression, potential materiality examples. So they're basically saying, look, here's a pretty close idea of the things that we like. A lot of modern stuff, a lot of modern mixed with natural stuff. I like it. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could go with this, but to satisfy everybody's a hard thing. I like the way that's put. Another thing that they really want to do here is vegetated terracing roofscapes. So a lot of the tops of buildings, I don't think they want to see air conditioning units, and they don't want to see, the industrial side of a building. They want to do as much growth, natural growth as they can. And that's evident on top of the stadium, as well as between the buildings, as well as on top of as many buildings as possible. So again, that's going to look great. When you see this, when you eventually get the full build out and the trees start to grow and mature, it's going to be noticeable.